have the current market update for Faraday Future Intelligent Electric Incorporated, stock ticker FFIE. So as we can see here, the stock is currently following a lot of the trajectory that has been found in the larger part of the market. That is to say, most of the market currently is trading under a fair amount of selling pressure, and we are seeing this currently. So with this video, we do need to start to identify some important support levels so that people that are trading with negative positions at the moment can start to reconstruct those positions and start to identify ways of making gains here with those trades. So currently what we're dealing with this stock would be prior price highs, which come in, let's get an exact number here. These prior price highs come in just above 32 cents. So roughly 32.4 cents. And here we can see that, we have seen a bit of a decline lower here into the latter parts of the trading session. This is significant because what we're really seeing here in the broader market with stocks like NVIDIA and Microsoft has been a fairly strong amount of selling pressure that has resulted in very significant losses in market cap for those stocks. Of course, FFIE is a much more, much smaller company, a much smaller cap stock. And it really doesn't take as much money to sort of push around share prices when you're dealing with these types of stock tickers. So, in other words, if we do start to see money moving out of the market more broadly, it becomes much more, it becomes much easier for stocks like FFIE to move in that same direction. So in this context, you would really be looking at Microsoft and NVIDIA, Apple, seeing all this money move out of the market. And then we can see that it doesn't really take much more here to put pressure on companies like Faraday Future Electric, Intelligent Electric. So currently, what we're dealing with here is a move to the downside, and the current support level right now comes in at 31.1 cents. In order for us to see a bigger reversal here and to retrace this broader trending move, what we would really need to see here is a break back above this 32.4 cent level. If we do break above this level, we can be fairly confident that another price break above this 50% Fibonacci retracement will also be seen, because as we can see here, the distance between these two prices is relatively minimal. We're not seeing very much difference here between this 32.4 cent mark and the it's roughly 32.5 cents that marks this 50% retracement level. So if we are able to break above this level, what this would mean is that we recover half of the losses that occurred during this downtrend move. So that on its own is very significant. In addition to that, what we have to be pointing to here is the current reading in the relative strength index. I can kind of zoom in on this a bit here so that we can see this more clearly. And here we can see that the indicator reading is showing that the stock price has moved into heavily oversold territory. That's the purple line at the bottom of the chart here. And we can see that, the heat map is starting to turn red, which means that, we have reached into oversold territory. What this really means is that, this current downtrend move has likely run its course and reached a period of exhaustion and is unlikely to extend much further. We have not yet reached these prior lows here, which came in just above the 30 cent mark. So this is significant because what this tells us is that this current downtrend is coming to an end, even though we have not reached these prior price lows. So as long as we see a reversal here to the top side, what we're really starting to look at that point would be a series of higher lows in the stock. So if we do sort of hold this area here and roll out of oversold territory, that would be a positive, because it would suggest that these prior highs coming in at 32.4 cents would now come under pressure, and in addition to that, this 50% Fibonacci retracement level would also be coming under pressure from the bottom. So a full break here would suggest that half of these losses now have been recovered, and that the market can now start to work on regaining the other half of those losses. So currently, we do need to point out the fact that there are some very significant earnings reports that are going to be released this week. Microsoft, Apple Computer, Amazon.com, and Meta Platforms will all be releasing their earnings reports, their quarterly earnings reports this week, which does mean that the broader market and definitely the technology sector. Faraday Future is definitely part of this sector. These stocks are going to heavily depend on how those results unfold here over the next few days. So, if we do see strong results here, we could also see a very strong upside movement in this stock, because it would show that there's positive underlying momentum and money that is starting to move back into the market after a period of decline, which has occurred over roughly the last 2 or 3 weeks within the market as a whole. We're really talking about the S&P 500, the Nasdaq. I mean, these stock benchmarks have fallen victim to a large amount of selling pressure over the last few weeks. So if we do see a turnaround and we do see positive earnings results from these 4 companies, this does bode well for technology companies that are in the technology sector, as well as stocks that are trading near their longer term lows, which is what is happening with Faraday Future. So even though we are starting to see some declines here, we have to understand that this is the same type of activity that's occurring within the large cap stocks, the mega cap stocks. So a lot of this is occurring in anticipation of the future price movements that could unfold within the Mag 7. If we do start to see some strong earnings indicators within those names. So if we do see some positive results there in those names, there will be a lot of buying activity that should start to occur, because technology stocks have really been beaten up very badly over the last few weeks. That does mean that stocks that are trading near their lows have a tremendous amount of upside potential, and stocks like Faraday Future definitely fall within that type of category. I do understand that there are a lot of people with trading positions that are under pressure or currently losing money. So these types of scenarios here do need to unfold in order for those losses to start to reverse, in order for the stock to start to retest prior highs. So here's the current market outlook for Faraday Future Intelligent Electric Incorporated, stock ticker FFIE. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.